Thank you for staying with us. Amaka, please.
Yes, so I'd seen a message here, you know, on our YouTube channel, where someone says that she has that what if you're dating and the person also wants you guys to do business together. Advice, please.
Yes.
It's important that when you're in a relationship that you create value and ties that hold you, that bond you guys. Because most times, even if the relationship doesn't work out, you know, and the person is a good person, the person did not abuse you emotionally or in any way possible. But sometimes when you start dating someone, you find out that you're not compatible. And most times you find out that you people are better off as friends than actually being in an intimate relationship.
True.
But
after all, there are divorces that are best friends,
best
but
friends,
they
exactly.
Okay.
But you have something you're doing together. You're doing business together. You're doing business together because you trust that person. There are people that come into your life with so much value. They know how to help you upscale your business, or they have certain social connections that you need and stuff. Are you going to throw that away because the relationship did not work out, or because a mistake was done that you can forgive, even though you don't take them back?
I hear you, Amaka, but if I'm in a relationship with someone who has an ex as a business partner and very much involved in that relationship because of business, how is the wife or the husband of that person supposed to take it? So people will not take it. Some people don't.
So for me, if you are an ex, you are an ex. Totally. Business, relationship, everything, you are an ex. So you remain as an ex. Because no matter what my husband is going to tell me about that ex, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to believe it. Because you once dated this person and you guys didn't go get along and everything. So because I know I have all that information, I won't be comfortable with you doing business with that person. Because I will believe that at any point people are doing business, it can spark up.
Yes,
anything can spark up.
Sparkles.
You know this man. You know this man.
Not for in your household.
Yes,
sparking up.
But see, if your spouse is not okay
on the call from Ikeja. Good morning, Fulola.
Good morning. Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I want to talk on the topic. Yes, like my own experience. I am married. My husband has been not maltreating me, but doing things that are not pleasing to me severally. Okay. We had issues about it, and there was a time he left. He left me with the kid. He came back, and I accepted him back. I accepted him back because of my children. I was even expecting him to apologize. He told me if I am waiting for an apology, I will wait for a long time. My parents they complained that why did I do that? But I said because of my children. And I can't leave my children alone. I can't take care of them alone. And now the thing still occurs. He repeats the same thing. We have issues. We've called families. They didn't do anything about it. And now he has left me again, claiming that he has gotten a job outside Lagos. Okay. So I am left with the kids here in Lagos. And I'm hoping one day that he will come back. Then I believe I will accept him. But the thing is, you are complaining about me. You are abusing me emotionally. It's not until when you raise your hand to beat a woman. That is when you are abusing the woman. There are some things you will do. You leaving the home, going to another woman. It's enough thing to affect the woman emotionally.
Yeah.
And when the woman talks about it, you will say she's nagging, she's fighting you, and every time you look for excuses to leave the home, to leave her alone and the children. Now he's not with me, with the kids, but I think one day he will come back, and there's nothing I will do. I will accept him because I believe in forgiveness. But he doesn't see that he has any reason to forgive me with, and even when I am not at fault, he feels he can't forgive me. Let him just do what he wants. But I hope one day he will still come back, and I will accept him because he is my husband and I have children for him.
Okay. Nyma would like to ask you a question.
That is just my take. Thank you.
Thank you, Fumilola, for that contribution.
Yeah, it's very saddening.
Yeah,
listening to her.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, go ahead.
So I said I had this conversation with a family friend about their relationship, this person has shown you a pattern. Your weakness now is to think that you're forgiving the person. You're not waiting for the person to heal. This is a clearly narcissist situation where she's even also been asked to ask forgiveness. And then your excuse is that you're taking the person back for your children. But how much is that person serving your children? Because the tough conversations must be had. The change must be seen and it must be sincere. Change is not... So for somebody to come back, to leave home alone when you're married to them and you're having issues, to just walk out on you and on his family and children, when he comes back, he owes you a debt of apology.
Yes.
Okay,
if he doesn't see it there, then there's a problem. You can't go back there with that
I
problem.
hear you, but what would an apology do if it's something that you've apologized many times before?
We're even just starting that
I know apology and change behavior.
As flimsy as an apology is in the scheme of things as compared to change.
But I was going to say, listening to her, that she had mentioned that if he comes back, she was going to
take him again.
Take him back. And I wish she was still on, because I would have asked her what he does for her when he comes home.
Yes.
Is there something that she sees differently? Does he do so much for her? And then when he leaves, maybe what he does is much more, when he's around, what he does is much more than what she loses when he leaves. Yeah. And that's why sometimes we look at some situations and wonder, why is someone taking that sort of position?
Yeah.
But do you know
because of the children?
But do you know how there are different steps of grief you go through. My happiness for this woman is the fact that she has realized that there's an emotional abuse going on. It's one thing to not know, to be ignorant, and then something keeps happening. At least she's at the phase now of self-awareness that, okay, there's emotional abuse, right? And she should know that it's no longer, at this point now, with everything she has said, I don't blame the man. The onus is on you as a human being to step away from disrespect, to step away from from this repeated cycle. And but at the end of the day, we know that the heart, this heart can deceive you. Because look at on my phone, see what is written on my phone. It says love is like a butterfly. It goes where it pleases, and it pleases where it goes. It is what it is. Okay,
so for me, what I'm just going to tell her, because she said that she was always coming back and that she was always taking him back because of the children, which is a very valid reason. But you must put into consideration that these children, someday, they are going to leave you to pursue their own lives. So you must know why you always allow him in. Concretely, genuinely tell yourself the truth. Why do you always allow him, and whenever he comes back you take him in? The children will definitely leave someday. So find that reason in depth.
And if it's about
enough of the counseling.
They can have a father-daughter relationship. But we were talking about something that I found interesting, which is how you would behave if your partner was still involved with an ex who has helped to bring in a lot of money into your
I wanted to respond to her.
I said everything. I said totally. She remain in the ex. She remain
nothing like that. So yes, God bless us with the majority to know what our problem is. Thank you. If you are the one bringing money, Auntie, wake up. Please. My husband was telling me that they have not signed that contract, that you have the governor's number. I don't know, but I made pepper soup for you. Kini, I made pepper soup for you. I wanted us to go for a spa date. When we were at the spa, my husband said, our husband said that they have not signed the check.
Where's your jealous? You don't have jealous heart. You don't have a jealous heart.
You know when we got married, my husband said this thing that I don't have jealousy. Because we're both in the public transport, we had not made any money, we don't have car then. And one girl was disturbing him, and it was the way I faced straight. And I said, because of you, one girl will now rubbish me at a bus stop. You know, go nice for my repo. He did not even show jealousy. He just said, leave my man. I said, me, leave which man? It's the man that will tell them whether they will leave him or he will escort him home. Because if people exchange number, that's how I will not know. Please, let me just face, I will arrive home safely. That's the most important thing. Really, I think that women should have clarity. Yes. When it comes to this emotional thing. It helps you deal with whatever pain. Sometimes the thing that you call pain is not yet pain. Imagine that they now take that contract that the ex has linked with, because you've not been able to get over that past and respect that relationship and trust your partner. In fact, if mistake happen, I'll just tell him, we are men along. just go
I
ahead
hear
because
you.
I don't want to
I
be stressed.
hear you,
But is that
Nyma.
not
But it's
disrespect?
important. It's not
Carry
just.
on.
It's not
Carry
easy
along.
to accept those kind of relationships.
It's not easy.
And it's very important that the man in that relationship or whoever it is that in the relationship with the ex, make sure that it is well defined. It's a well defined relationship, that it is exactly as it is, an ex that we have business with, and not that it's an ex where we see each other in between business. Because whether you like it or not, that's a third party playing in your very closely in your marriage. And so if you're honest and upfront from the very beginning, about the relationship, then I don't think that the partner at home will feel uncomfortable.
Give me a scenario. Let me give you a scenario, for instance.
Before you give me that scenario, let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll continue with our conversation. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Thank you for staying with us. The ladies are having a much hotter show behind the scenes. Please bring it
so
here.
I was saying something like, I said that there was one that I know, they were having the business relationship and everything after he got married to the lady, and then he brought in that wife as his second wife.
It's not his second
He
wife.
married her as his second wife.
Listen
Meanwhile,
now.
that thing was a big problem.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, the attention, everything went to that second wife. So it's risky. Ex should remain as ex.
No.
I don't want any
And she
business.
carry all her business things
Shebi,
away.
but
we remember, no, before you join, we remember Pink and Green. Do you remember Pink and Green wedding? Where there was a pink woman
I
and a-
remember.
Do we remember that they said Green was also a business partner who had been giving
An ex.
Green an ex who was also a business partner and was helping with the man's business. And then we saw the wedding of Green, and we
very
saw
risky
the whole
project.
how
Very
it played
risky
out.
It's a new contract.
All right, let's hear
Because
It's a
number
very
two,
risky project.
it is if Pink stayed in that Green becomes second wife. If you're blinded by jealousy, you go and fight, they come and break up with you. Green enter as first wife. She no get competition. Now the war way open mouth. Now you along by the enter.
Okay.
Yes.
So explain.
Open your eyes well.
In
This
English.
thing, it is when they don't tell you that it is deception. When they tell you, calculate the risk. Somebody said that you collect husband back. You say what? If Green is bringing 10 billion naira like Topolo contract home. Amaka, do you have 1.2 billion naira bag? I want to give Green a
When my
gift.
children will go to Ivy League
If you see my gift on Green's birthday, Green gonna trip. We go package am. I will see right there.
Can you imagine?
Best friends for life.
Can you imagine?
I will befriend Green. She go chalk.
So it's about the money.
No,
the
see,
value.
his focus is the value she's bringing.
Yeah.
If my husband cannot do
The value
business
of
without
money.
Green,
Yes.
we must make it work. For the
Okay.
sake of our love.
All right, Yakub is here. Good
I don't want to
morning,
be crying
Yakub.
unnecessary crying.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah,
Yes.
because of time, good morning.
Yes,
Good
Good morning.
Quick one. Before I say my own thought, I had to go to the last caller. I think that last caller needs someone that has very well.
Yeah.
Because
They need support.
If we lost Yakub.
hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Network is breaking.
If somebody is left, do anything, whatever you like. But if
Oh, Yakub, you're breaking up.
You know, it's easy to just keep saying the man. There's so many women that is their connection that is taking their husband's
the family.
places.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, let us say it as it is.
Thank
Do you understand? And as far for me, I keep saying using that word respect.
Yeah.
As far as I sit down and say, baby, you see the connection where I get to. See how it can help us. So this thing that you're looking for, just one phone call can solve it too. This person was in my past. Is no longer.
I go call
person dey
am.
help person now.
Even my own ex, I go call am for my
As
husband.
far as I carry you along,
Are you telling me?
it is respect. It's a form of respect. And then we're moving together. What is the problem?
Yeah.
It's progress.
It's maturity.
Alagbaye.
You get to a point in life. It's not just love. It's not just love.
It's
that's
not enough now.
that sustains. You have to
Sometimes
be
you wake up,
realistic.
you look at the man that you love and say, why you all be like this?
Right.
There's no light, there's no water,
no money
this
for
one is
this.
spoiled. Why you all be like this? Even if it is your own ex, make that phone call. Please. It's my husband. He needs this connection. What you will not do is inner. If you can draw that line of that one, hello, please. This is I will keep that relationship for them. I don't blind
Okay, so me,
because
I know
you
that.
can't be jealous of something that didn't hurt you. They were ex now. That's why me I enter now. Now me dey house.
So for me, I'll just come to the conclusion that for me, I've already said I still stand
you know
there.
what you stand for.
So, but then, marriage is the association of two great forgivers. And this forgiveness is a very deep thing. There's a stage in marriage that respects. There will be plenty disrespect, plenty misunderstanding that will break you. It's supposed to separate you. People do a lot of things and all. So, but the ability to be able to forgive, that forgiveness is very, very important. So that when you leave the marriage, you can always forgive, and if you see reasons to come back, you can always come back.
Nyma says, depends on your husband though. No follow Nyma. If your husband goes after anything in skirt, your case is different. I agree.
Exactly.
I agree if your husband not get control. Hausa says, if ex be business partner, me self go turn business partner be that. You see all those business meetings, I must be part of it. I have a role to play, even if not today. Right minutes. I will even be in charge of the friend.
Then Slick Z says, I just asked my husband and he said for sanity for my wife and peace in my marriage, an ex is an ex. He would cut that tie. There's nothing you lose, you can't get back. My dear, there are some things that you lose, it will not come back.
Let me take so Zlixi says Ramatu, my dad's second and third wives were business partners.
Ganga.
So my mother sit down, they bring second and third follow.
It's a business arrangement.
But that man must be a smart man. He knows how to choose the women.
No, but men do these things too. And Ramatu can attest. So for those of us who are Muslims, if your first wife connection not reach, and there's a connection that they say you come and collect their daughter, you marry. That's what Muslim men do.
I've heard of.
I disrespect Muslim men who just marry anyhow. If God give you 4 chances to consolidate our conglomerate,
you should not follow Nyma.
What is it? Our conglomerate will stand well. Consolidate it. If you are married to Buhari's daughter, President Buhari don't come out, and President Shiwaju have daughter, you're a politician, enter there, take the second wife. If you go and do anyhow.
But we've actually seen that in Nigeria, where a man marries a particular woman because her father was president. And then by the time administration changes, he marries the second wife because the second person's father is now president.
Or the uncle is Senate president. Consolidating our conglomerate.
But let's look at it back in the day, even with the monarchy. There must be
alliance.
It's for alliance, for land, for things, for armies.
Okay, who we now know who benefits, but there's somebody that will suffer for this. Somebody like Ramatu will not.
She should be matured and
make your liver strong.
Because this is about money to you. This Ramatu is talking about love and respect and boundaries. And you're saying that no,
when I'm in Maldives, you've disrespected
when I'm in Maldives,
the ones you don't know that they are doing, carrying them, going everywhere.
And that one that I don't know is better, but ex that I know her name, I know her face, everything. Ex automatic.
Okay, thank you so much, ladies. We really had a good conversation, but from what I get is that it's important that we offer each other forgiveness, but also it depends on what the crime is, and also it's allowed to have relationships with exes as long as they bring value, and we can even go beyond that and bring them into the home because we want to build a conglomerate.
Hey.
I got that right. Maturity is important. It's another ingredient we need to add to all of this because it's easier then to accept this new conglomerate. Thank you, viewers, for joining us today. Join us tomorrow for another interesting conversation. Bye.